pit stops now for the race leaders. LaJoie is in, Steve Park, Kevin LePage, Hermie Sadler, Tim Fido is in. Let's get an update from Glenn Jarrett.
Well, Eli, it's a little confusing down here. Of course, they pit on the front stretch and the back stretch. Randy LaJoie's in right now. He's going to get 4 tires, and they're going to fill it up with Unical Racing fuel. He also wants chassis adjustment made. The car's getting a little bit loose for him, and that's what we're hearing from most of the guys. What I don't understand, the confusion is Todd Bodine came in the lap before that. I don't understand why Randy LaJoie and Steve Park and some of the others waited a lap. Kevin LePage out, Dale Shaw, Jason Keller, but here comes Hermie Sadler. But several of the cars came in the lap before, so we're going to have to get this sorted out.
And the reason these stops are taking place is because of this incident at lap number 93. There goes Robert Pressley. That's Brad Doherty's selection to win the race here today. Then along comes the 27 of Johnny Rumley. You saw Jeff Purvis, that white number 28, just sneak on through there as well. So we are under caution for that incident. And, you know, the guys in the studio, Steve had Elliott Sadler picked. He's behind the wall. Big Brad had the 47 of Robert Pressley, and that car involved in the accident. I don't know about those two.
Well, you know, I'll see Big Brad next week at Bristol, and I'm going to say, hey, buddy, don't pick us.
Let's go back to Glenn Jarrett.
Well, I found the answer to my own question, Eli. I was wondering about why Randy LaJoie and some of those guys waited a lap to pit. Randy came on the radio when he left. He said, sorry, guys, I should have pitted the lap before. He just simply made a mistake. He thought pit road was still closed because that accident happened coming off of turn 4, the entrance to the pits here on the front stretch. In the meantime, all those other guys waited because they were told to pit with the leader. Todd Bodine didn't do that. He got way back up in the field. Right now you see Matt Kenseth leading, Shane Hall running second, but those guys that pitted on the lap before got a lot of track position, gained a lot of track position on Randy LaJoie and the rest of them.
Randy LaJoie will restart in 14th. Steve Park will restart in 15th. That's how they're working now as they continue to change that rear end gear on Elliott Sadler's car. Well, we had just gone back to green here at South Boston with that man, number 17, Matt Kenseth, the leader. He and Joe Bessey were minding their own business, and watch what happens with the 85 Shane Hall. Just kind of hooks him on lap 101.
It's a shame that Q was doing a great job.
Yeah, Matt Kenseth had taken the lead at lap number 96. Watch it again in the corner. And we should point out that's not Shane Hall's style.
No.
It's just one of your basic racing accidents right there. It has handed the lead to Phil Parsons, who you'll remember spun earlier and came in to make a pit stop at lap number 61. So he is on a different pit stop sequence. There you see Bessey, the 6, also involved, as we had mentioned. And real time now from Phil Parsons' view. There's the spin ahead of him. And remember, Phil takes the lead on that move because he didn't pit here. He pitted when the others, when some others did on that Buckshot Jones Kevin Grubb incident back at lap number 61. So the Channel Lock team now showing the way as Kenseth and Bessey's crew go to work. 104 laps in the books, just past the 1/3 way here at South Boston. That was the Quaker State Rocket replay. Now we're back live here at the South Boston Speedway in Virginia. Lap 109 is on the board. Phil Parsons, the number 10 machine, is the race leader. Wayne Grubb in the 83 right there. That's your second place man. Again, a lot of these teams now on a different pit stop sequence than everybody else. Nathan Butke in the 78 is running third. Johnny Chapman in the 89 is running fourth. Mike McLaughlin in number 34 is running in fifth. You've got Dick Trickle in 6 now as they stack them up behind the leaders in turn number 4. And caution has not yet been displayed on the speedway because able to pull away is Johnny Chapman. And now there's problems in the corner. Brad Loney, the ASA star, goes into the wall in turn number 1 and 2. Caution is on the speedway. Lap number 111 in his Busch Series debut for NASCAR. Brad Loney, who, if you were with us on Motor Madness just one weekend ago, finished second in the American Speed Association race up in Auburn, Michigan. And that's not the kind of welcome he wanted to NASCAR, I know.
No, and what he's having to go through right now tears a lot of stuff up underneath the car. They've made a couple of pit stops, extra pit stops. We hadn't had a report, so I don't really know what they were having problems with.
Now watch the replay as Loney goes behind the wall, and watch Randy LaJoie there in the 74. Everything stacks up. There you see Loney get punted as well when Chapman spun. And now you'll see what happens as they go off into the corner. There you see the problems for Loney.
Let's watch a 34 down here on the other end.
Bang off the wall he goes. 10-year dirt racer in Iowa. His sponsors in American Speed Association and ASA are Hunter Specialties and Bun Savers, and they sponsor that car that normally Greg Sachs drives, but this evening Greg is in Michigan subbing for the ailing Robbie Gordon on the NASCAR Winston Cup scene, so that's why we have seen a change here with Loney coming on to drive for the first time in NASCAR Busch Series competition. If nothing else, he was going from a 2,850-pound car to a much heavier machine for him.
Yeah, tough break for McLaughlin. I'm going to have to ask him, what are Bun Savers?
I know what Bun Savers are. We'll talk about it in a second. There's Dick Trickle's view. You see McLaughlin there to the inside of the 89. Bun Savers are a self-inflating seat that, in jargon, will save your buns if you're sitting on a bleacher kind of seat. You open the thing up, it inflates, you sit down, you have a good time. Then when you finish sitting and watching the sporting event, the NASCAR race, you turn the valve, the air comes out, you pack it up, and you go home. It's ingenious. I have sampled them.
What a concept.
What a concept. As the field gets the 1-to-go signal, there you see Phil Parsons, who is the race leader, as we get set to go back to green here in just a moment or so. Yes, Bun Savers. I asked the same question last year. I said, what is that? I thought it was something that took care of your hamburger buns while you're out there at the barbecue grill or something.
Eli, do they come in different sizes?
I believe it's one size fits all. Both Patty Moise and Eli Gold can utilize the same model of Bun Saver.
That is versatile.
Yes, it is. Let's move on. The race lead held by Phil Parsons. Wayne Grubb is second. Nathan Butke in the 78 is third. Green is in the air. Lap 116. Very quick caution, the fourth of the evening. In the garage, Elliott Sadler, Robert Pressley, and now Brad Loney, the three retirees thus far, though Sadler hopes to get back in, certainly, in that machine of his. Phillips 66 sponsored entry after the rear end problems of earlier.
Fedewa is getting another one of his laps back.
Tim Fedewa, however, now 21 laps down. The folks from Napa bringing you the NASCAR timing and scoring across the top of your screen. Napa, we keep America running. Still a lot of bottoming out there. I'll tell you, Wayne Grubb is a great story. Number 83, right on Phil Parsons right now. There you see Steve Park in the number 3. He's in 11. Tracy Leslie in 10th, just ahead of him in Park. Doing a little skating there.
Yes, a little extra steering. In my informal survey, I was asking some of these teams what front springs they were running, because one theory was that to run a little bit stiffer front springs to be able to keep from bottoming out so much, but that's a trade-off, because if you do that, then it tends to make the car not want to turn as much as the night goes on. It makes it want to push a little bit.
Wayne Grubb in the 83, the 36 Todd Bodine, that's for second. Brad Loney's car is not repairable. He is done for the evening, so he is the third retiree officially in the Winston Motorsports 300.